The Romantic movement took place in Britain from 1820 to 1910. The movement was partly a revolt against aristocratic social and political norms of the Age of Enlightenment and a reaction against the scientific rationalization of nature. People during this era focused strongly on the beauty of nature and natural atmospheres and its picturesque qualities. Before the middle of the 19th century, there was a lack of social science. Many poets such as Blake, Wordsworth, Coleridge, Byron, Shelley, and Keats all developed fusion visions of the worlds that filled this emptiness. Works were directed toward the energy of human potential and the awareness of the changing consciousness and unpredicted events from movement to movement. These works posed questions about the role of art in education, society, and free speech. Due to the push towards freedom, these poets were often held very accountable for their actions. William Blake, for instance, was tried for sedition. Lord Byron was kept out of England for a sexual scandal and gossip. Percy Shelley was expelled from Oxford for publishing The Necessity of Atheism. However, although these are negatives, there were many positives that many artists and poets were known for. Blake is known for his unique visual and verbal art. He published in form of engravings, uses handwriting and intertwined illustrations into his texts. He also always insisted on his individuality. Samuel Coleridge was known for his verse. Lord Byron wrote in a particular original form by collecting experience, not meaning who seeks repetition. And Keats, only as he got older did he gain literary imagination, which is the main thing that he is known for. For the movement to take place, larger events and poets and collaborations of works must take credit for the Romantic movement as well. The French Revolution and the Reform Bill in 1832 clearly enlarged England's spectrum of freedom, which led to democracy. Nature was a commonly taken path by artists and poets along with many other genres of art, including music. Artists mainly focused on the natural beauties of trees and grass and landscape in general. Works of art such as Wanderer Above the Sea, painted by Caspar David Friedrich in 1818, is a representative example of the spiritual and natural feeling that many artists wrote or painted about. It embodies a mystic feeling that is quite typical during the Romantic movement. Heroic was a common term used for writers that had the confidence and willingness to think about man, society, and movement radically. Keats was given the term for his courage as he died. Byron's Don Juan shows heroism in behavior rather than words. During the Romantic movement, artists and poets embellished their feelings and emotions into their works of art, which acted like a psychology for others. The Romantic movement stood for exactly what the people wanted, which was freedom. Laws were passed that allowed married women to have the right to retain their own property. These artists need to be credited for more than just what they did in writing, but for what they did for society as a whole, and for the future that we live in today. All in all, if it was not for these poets thinking about nature and original thoughts, the Romantic movement and the rebellion towards it would not have had such an impact as it did.